Previously on We Kinda Old podcast.
Yeah, you gotta get it out your system and get to a point where it's like I deserve more. And yeah, the connection, the physical, all that stuff is cute, but I need somebody who's gonna value me for the
You.
person I am.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like you said, you deserve more.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get all that? Good. Now let's get back to the episode.
Feel safe. So post heartbreak, I actually felt I was drained, but at the same time, I just felt safe because I was nowhere in the vicinity of him. So it actually was just like a really deep breath, and I was just like
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I was just underwater, and I was like, I got to get to the top. And the only way for me to get to the top is to hop in my car, pack the shit that I do have on me right now, and just go. So my heartbreak, it was needed. It
Mm-hmm.
this just sucked.
I mean, it always does. I think what I was trying to say before I turned into a bitch. It's like, but nah, like I just got to a point where it was just like enough is enough. And I don't like you. I don't like you. I wish you
Aged you.
well, but it's just like I can't take any more of the back and forth, the roller coaster. You just gotta be great. And it was kind of like I feel like it was almost like a light switch that was just like, girl, wake up. And then so when the wake up moment happened, this person is still thinking that you in the matrix and you not. So you coming off like you a straight up asshole. But for me, I had to have that click moment. Like, it's not going down. Like, I'm not doing this with you no more. And like this time I
Mm-hmm.
mean it. So because I've said this before, my actual actions are gonna match my words this time. And it's like a moment for them, but it's just like, well, you had to see it coming, my dude. It's been years. What the hell?
Right.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
they
like a
don't
wake
because
up
it's been
moment.
years.
Huh?
I say yeah, they don't because it's been years of you
Yeah, they
doing,
don't because it's been
still
years.
taking
And
them.
I don't I mean at that I mean it's not my role to make you feel,
Oh,
at ease and
absolutely.
like
Yeah,
understand
absolutely.
that this is what it is right now, but this is what it is right now. Like, I'm done. Don't call me for nothing. Like, say it because it'll suck your mother or whatever. Like,
What's
I,
like your
I,
mother?
I don't. It's
How
a
I
wrap.
deal with it.
So yeah, I don't like. You just have to get to a point where it's just like it's a dub for me. I don't want to deal with it no more. I love myself too much to keep putting myself through this bullshit. So I'm not going to do it no more. Period.
Can I ask a question? Last week
Okay.
we talked about forgiving people because we know what they've been through. And I think we hit it tonight a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But what about when you love somebody so much that you want to save them?
Mm.
Oh, Jesus, Lord, goodness.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Like you know what they've been through, you know their story, you
Mm-hmm.
know where they come from, you know why they are the way they are, and even why they may have done some of the fucked up shit that they've done to you. And you just want to save them. You just want to show them a better life. You just want to show them that they don't have to be that way. You just want to show them
Mm.
that they don't have to do these things, that you know it don't got to be like that.
That's when you have to realize that you can't want something more for somebody who don't want it for
No,
themselves.
yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. That yeah.
You're putting so
Absolutely.
much energy into trying to show them the better side of life, and they don't care to know it.
Have any of you ever been there?
Yeah.
Absolutely. For 10 whole years. Absolutely.
I felt like I was there in a sense. In a sense, yeah. Like I know what type women that he used to deal with prior to me, and I try to show him that I wasn't like them. So if that's a sense of kind of like saving, so maybe that would like I don't know. I guess that's the kind of sense of
What it
saving.
is, because you sitting there trying to prove that you're
Yeah.
not like them, so much so that
Hmm.
use manipulative tactics, like, well, this
Yeah.
such and such did this, or you like, what the hell, Ike Turner, are you just gonna leave me like all the
Like all the other
motherfuckers?
suckers
Like,
did.
yeah, like they play on stuff like that. They know that, you have a heart of gold and you want to, you know, see the best in them or whatever. So they'll do and say whatever they can to keep you on their side, even if it's throwing those things that you're trying to save them from. It's just, that's narcissistic, boy. We done been through this. Oh, my head about to start
For-
hurting.
it's crazy because like the people who I fell the hardest for were those people who I tried to, I guess, rescue in a sense, rescue from
Hmm.
themselves, rescue from, all the bad things of the world. And because I knew better, I wanted to show them better and give them better
Hmm.
and like just just give them greatness because I saw the greatness in them and I felt like they deserved that greatness.
Right.
And I mean, ultimately, at the end of it, and now I'm about to be a punk, but at the end of it, like I walked out of it feeling used. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the fucked up shit is I made the choice to give them all that stuff. Like
Hmm.
they ain't asked me for none of it.
But they didn't
But they
appreciate it, so
took it
that's why you felt
willingly.
that way. Yeah.
And drained you dry.
But that's the
And
part
I felt so used. I felt like a fucking chump, B. Like all the money I spent, I laced niggas with whole new wardrobes, took motherfuckers on trips around the world and like
Hmm.
I did all that because I felt like they deserved it. Come to find out they fucking didn't. But
Absolutely. Not a
like I feel
not
my
a
head swelling
lick.
because I'm holding back tears. Like I'm not bitter and I'm not angry. I'm just like, damn, son, I wasted my bread.
But no, I mean, it's fair to feel that way because it pisses me off to have my time wasted. It pisses me off to feel like I
Right.
put out so much and what did I get in return? At the
Right.
end
Right.
of
Like
the
here
day,
I
what
am,
did I get?
36 years old, still
In
hoping,
my head.
that this is it, that this is the one. It's
Yeah.
never
Even
guaranteed
if you
until it's
did things
locked down.
from, yeah, even if you did things from the goodness of your heart, like if you spent a significant amount of time dealing with somebody and you find yourself not having anything to show for it, it's just like,
Nothing.
bruh, what
part.
the
Nothing.
fuck?
I
Nothing.
remember somebody whatever told me that I was, I sometimes get the short end of the stick,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to cut them.
Mm.
Like I wanted to cut them because, like Tree said, and it's not even necessarily and I know this is not what you're saying, that it's like a monetary or a material thing that you had to do, but like this person felt like they didn't have a family. I gave them my family. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm.
invited them into my family. This person felt like they never had support. I supported you through everything. You know what I'm saying? Every
Mm-hmm.
idea you had, everything you said you wanted to do, okay, let's figure out how to do it. This person said that they didn't feel unconditional love. I loved you unconditionally. You know what I'm saying? This person said that their mom wasn't there. I gave them my mom.
Mm.
Not I handed her to her. You know what I'm saying? But I invited them into my space, like into my sanctuary. Like my mother is my freaking heart. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And like I said, it doesn't even have to be just money. Like when people was shitting on you, like people close to you. You know what I'm saying? People that you put on the pedestal will shit on
Mm.
you and make you feel like you wasn't shit because you might have lost a job, or because you may not be where they want you to be, and this is a person that you chose to have kids with or whatever. But when they making you feel like shit, you call me and I uplift you. I'm the one making you feel like the man that you are. I'm the one giving you the love because I feel like you deserve that love. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not getting it from nowhere else, or so you're telling me. No one else is giving you this shit. So for me, it's easy. It's easy. This is nothing. I can
Right.
give you this.
Right. It's
This
easy, and
isn't
that's why you
this
do it
isn't
because it's
yeah,
just
like
who
this
you
isn't this
are.
isn't hard. And y'all know
Mm-hmm.
we all say like I have that healing spirit. Like I attract people that need healing. And I don't think I realized that until after the fact with this certain person. And it's like like she said, I mean, she said, I wasted my bread, but I'm like, for me, it's harder for the after the post part because I'm feeling like, again, I loved you unconditionally. I saw, for me, I thought you were deserving of all these things. Why
Mhm.
am I not deserving to have it returned?
Right.
Mhm.
And I'm never looking for it to be returned the same way because I know you're
Right.
not capable of,
Capable.
buying, paying, doing whatever. All I wanted you to do was love me unconditionally too. All I wanted
Ooh,
you to do was
Just
support
be
me
the
the way
fuck
I support
loyal,
you.
fam.
All I
that's
wanted
the
you to
thing.
do was to be loyal to me the way I was dumb,
Just be
Loyalty.
loyal.
foolishly loyal
That's
to
Yeah,
you.
it.
loyal to a
Like
fault.
It's the hardest
to
thing
a
to do.
fucking fault. And I feel like that's the part for me that's hard to let go of because, like you said, you feel used, but that's when it starts to play with my shit. Like, fuck.
So am I the only one who has ever thought like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm
Why I
saying.
can't get it?
That's why it's
Why
like,
can't I see
why am I
everybody else
not worth
getting
that?
it? Everybody else having it. Everybody else got it. And I still don't got it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep. And it's crazy because I actually saw a meme on Instagram and it said, ladies born between 85 and 95, why aren't you married yet?
Yo, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it.
And I'm like, really? Like, like we chose not to
to
be
not be
married.
married.
Right?
Like,
I
how
mean,
you
some
gonna
of
hit
us
us with that?
did.
That's
Like if
I'm
you
not
don't want
getting on
to,
my
you don't want to
fucking
be
knee.
married. But
That's what I'm not gonna do. It's not my
Man.
fault that I went through what I went through. It's just happenstance. I didn't choose to go through all the bullshit. So don't fault me for not being able to check that M on
That's a
these
fact.
government forms. Like, no,
Right.
that's not my fault because I'm not putting on a body cotton dress and getting on no fucking knee. That's not
No.
about to happen.
Okay. At all.
No.
So if people get off their fuck shit, then the ones born between 85 and 95 will be married.
If they want to
And
be.
it's like everything points to us settling.
Mhm.
Everything points to us settling. Like it's like, and y'all know me, so of course I'm gonna be Treese and bring some superficial shit in it. But like I feel like in order for me to get the things that I want, I gotta be a whack joint with no ambition. Because all the whack bitches I know
Mm.
with no fucking things going for
Bruh,
themselves, they are locked down. They are taken care of. They are good. Shorty ain't got
bruh.
nothing. But you know what
Nothing.
she got? She got a husband. She got a family. She's taken care of. She got a big old house. But here I am, who run the world girls. And, and I'm, you know what I'm saying?
And still
I'm
running.
like, y'all call me Thanos out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like just collecting motherfuckers and dropping them off on the way. Like that's not what I wanted from my life. That's not what I wanted from my life. I love love. I want to be in love. I want to be loved. I want to love. You know what I'm saying? Like everything about my existence is filled with love. And maybe that's the narcotic sense of it because I'm not going to hold you. I am addicted to love. It's a beautiful fucking thing. And all I want in my life is for everything to be beautiful. And I just like I said, like, do I gotta be a whack joint to get that?
Girl.
We not gonna
Do
step
I
down that
have to
road.
like? I have to be dumb? I can't use big words around motherfuckers. I have to dumb my shit down. I
You
have
better
to,
Google.
fucking doody out this bitch. Like that's not me. So because I'm not a fucking dummy, I'm not deserving of love. Because
I,
I'm not some ugly broad, I'm not deserving of love.
because I won't agree to just keep popping out your kids. I don't deserve love.
Like
Oh,
like
loyal, real, honest, true.
yo,
Mm-mm.
I tell people
No,
all the
sir.
time, if I drop dead right now, I have done everything that I set out in this world to do except one fucking thing. One. And that one thing requires the participation of another fucking person. So like what I gotta be the problem, right? Like that's when you get to the point, like I gotta be the problem because I'm the common
Mm-hmm.
denominator. Every situation that I've been in, I've been there.
Right.
And I'm the one who's, you know, like
Mm-hmm. Like Tam said, that's when they start fucking with you.
and that was why I brought that up. That's exactly why I brought that up because that's when it starts to creep into your fucking head, and that's when the deterioration starts happening, and you just. But then it's like if you if you say fuck love, then you're bitter, right?
Mm-hmm.
But would if we're talking about drugs, if we say fuck love, then isn't that us, breaking free of the addiction?
Kicking the
Right.
habit. Yeah.
Or is it a facade?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And I wonder if that's why I was so quick or was so quick to say fuck you next because I have this vision. And the moment that vision starts to get blur, I run. I jump ship because now the vision ain't clear no more. So I can't fuck with it. So I would immediately leave. And that's probably why, because I think Trees and Tam both said that, you wanted the Disney fairy, you wanted someone to come save you, you wanted to meet your knight in shining armor. So it's like, if you're not meeting everything that I saw, I'm going. I'm not giving you the opportunity to try to fix yourself. It's time for me to go because you already showed me that you can't do XYZ. So it's time for me to look for somebody else that can possibly do XYZ. And I just
Mhm.
kept staying on that hamster wheel until I finally started to slow it down. But otherwise, I just be like, I'm going. I
But
couldn't
see,
do it.
the part is when they initially show you that they can do X, Y, and Z, and then that shit goes away. That's the part where it's like he got it in him. is it was there.
Right.
He at one point he could do it. You know what I'm saying?
But
He
that's
got it in
that's
Are
the
him.
part where
conversations being had, like if it was there and then it fades away, like do you then say, I remember a year ago you were doing this, what happened, why did that slow down, why is that now gone?
I feel like, I guess I'll say for me, as much as I question or I guess question, what did I do, what didn't I do, why I was not good enough or whatever for some shit. At the end of the day, I really know I'm dope as fuck.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Point
saying?
blank in the period.
My energy, the love I give you, the way I make you feel, I'm dope as fuck. I'm a good fucking catch. I don't give a fuck. But the thing is, the one I wanted didn't want me. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's the with again my situation. They knew I was dope as fuck.
So they didn't
They
want
didn't want
nobody
to.
else to
They didn't
want
want
you.
to. I don't even know if it's they didn't want nobody else to want. They didn't want to not have that because
Mm-hmm.
whereas they was other places and doing whatever, they still wasn't getting what I was giving it to them. You know what I mean? So they might be out doing whatever. Their heart might be somewhere else, but you know how somebody say that they love how you make them feel, but they're not they
Mm-hmm.
don't love you, they love how you make them feel. I feel like
Mhm.
that was the situation. And I won't even say the
Mhm.
person didn't love me. They might have loved me. They fell out of love with me at some point, but I think it was more in love with how I was making them feel, what I was
Mhm.
giving to them. And not even talking about monetarily, that feeling I gave to you, that energy I gave to you, that chemistry I gave to you, that uplifting, that motivation, that speaking the king inside of you when no fucking body else is. They
Mm.
wanted what I was giving to them, but they didn't want me.
Mhm.
And then it's like that part fucks me up because that's all of me.
Right.
So if you want that, how don't you why
How
don't
could you
you
not
want
want me?
me? Right.
Right.
Why don't you want me? Because that is all of me. But you want all of me without taking all of me and without giving me half of you. But I'm thinking that
How
you're
do we
deserving
get
of
here?
me. I'm thinking
How
that you're
how is it that
deserving of
these
me
are the
giving all
fucking
of you.
people that we attract? Like how?
Again, in the beginning, it was that. It was everything. And whether some and I feel like, you know, somebody else came along where they no longer needed me, but they still didn't want to get rid of me. They still
It's
didn't want to let
selfish.
me go. Right. It's
Yeah.
all about the selfish. Like I feel like, certain people, it's like it's a thing of who can do for me. Not necessarily what I can do for them, but who can do for me. And this person kind of goes to people that can do for them.
Oh
Whatever
my
they're in
God.
need of at that time, that's who they attract to. That's what they gravitate to. Who can do for them, not what I can do for them
And don't give a damn who they hurt and who
in the
they're
process.
affecting in
And
the
as much as
process.
they are also pushing me away because they're going to this next person that might be able to do something different from that I do for them, they're still kind of keeping me at bay because they
Mm-hmm.
don't want to let go of what I actually do for them. They might have found something else, but that person still ain't doing for you what I
Still
do for
ain't
you,
doing
bro.
it's still they still ain't got that
It
it.
still ain't, they still not doing it. As much as I like,
Mm-hmm.
as much as you are looking for a home, you felt home here. You not feeling home over there. That's why you keep coming over here.
And that's
Mm.
why I
Right.
That
say I'm
piece
like,
you was
you
getting,
could find a girl with more money than me. You could find a girl
right.
that's better than me.
You
You could find a girl that's more
exactly.
educated than me. You could find a girl
But
that
you
could
not
cook better than me.
getting
But she not
what
gonna do
you
it like I
got
do it.
at all.
Like
And
she not gonna
and
put
like I
my
said,
stank on it.
we talked, like I said, we talked about it earlier. And my thing was, I I I sit and I listen to y'all, and we talk. And as much as I, wear the S on my chest of Wonder Woman is my favorite person, I'd be like, yo, I wish I was this strong. I wish I could just and then dip. I wish I can leave. And I feel like I'm not. And it's almost like I wish that person loved me enough to let me go.
Mm, that
I
part.
need you to let me go because I can't do it. But that person won't let me go because, again, ain't nobody fucking with me. But at the same time, they still don't want me. So how do I let go?
It's hard to, I mean, I always said to this particular person, it would take something like low down, disgusting gutter for me
This
to
shit's
be just
happened. This shit has
and
happened.
still.
And I still,
So you like I don't know. So it's like I said, it was like a switch for me. It was just like enough is enough. Enough is a fucking enough. I'm not dealing with it no more. And I know that you know that you should not have to deal with it anymore. And I know that you know that this particular person is a trigger for you. So it's kind of like some cold turkey shit. Like Tree said, you got to clip that shit off and be intentional about it being a fucking rap. Like, don't call me, don't try to say no morsel of nothing. Yes, you could have started as friends. I started as friends in my situation. And I feel like the only reason why any contact will be had at this point in time, keeping it funky, we have a child together. You know what I'm saying? So I can't just say go die. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I
Right.
can't just be like it's a wrap. Like don't call me for nothing because we have a child together.
Right.
However, I can put a stop to the type of conversations that we ain't friends. We're not even freaking associates. Like unless it has it's something to do with the child that we share, I don't care about nothing that you have to say. Not at all. I don't even care for you to know ask me what how my freaking day was. It's none of your business. It's none of your business. You have to like basically put a whole ass wall up to this person like they're no
Mm-hmm.
longer a significant
Definitely has to.
fixture on the earth.
Right.
It's probably going to take like some psych yourself out type stuff like this person doesn't exist. You have to detach yourself from everything that involves him personally. So yeah, I mean, like you might still know his mama or whatever and see him. Like you don't have
Right.
to be,
Like
you know,
no friends, no
nah.
siblings, no cousins, like
Nothing.
nobody.
And
Everybody
even
gotta
if you
go.
have right, if you have mutual friends that you actually have a friendship with this person, don't talk to me about him. I don't want to hear it.
Yep.
Not a
Set those
fucking word.
boundaries.
mm-hmm.
Set
Yeah,
those
you
boundaries.
have to put up boundaries with that person. You have to put up boundaries with the mutual friends. Like I don't want to invite anything about this person into
Into
my
my
life.
space
Any
Right.
nothing.
ever the
It's
fuck
kind of you.
again.
Yeah, you have to psych yourself out until it becomes pattern.
Yeah.
It's just like I
Disassociate
don't want to
yourself with
hear it.
everything that deals with that person.
If you got a
Like
Block them
and
on
block,
like
social media if you
if
have
you
to,
care about
emails,
me,
whatever.
if you care
yeah,
about me, X that person from any conversations that we have.
Right.
Anything
because
that got
even
anything to do with me. If you care about me, and if you don't care about me, then I can't fuck with you either.
And that's the
if
key.
you
Like
have
when you're having
right,
that conversation, you have to say that if you care about me, you're going to respect me enough to not bring up this person in our conversation.
exactly, and at this point, it's like you don't even have to have a conversation with this person about you cutting them off. Just fucking do it. As long as they got a piece of thread of your
What the
shirt that
fuck
they
did
can
we
hang
say
on
last
to,
week? Closure is a figment of your goddamn
nah,
imagination.
I
nah,
ain't need no
you
goddamn closure. Fuck that shit.
There's no such
As I
thing.
said, if you gotta block them. If you, whatever
block
you
them.
gotta do to get rid of that drug,
Closure is
do it.
closing the
You're
door
gonna
on
have
the
to do it.
situation point blank pert. You don't need no
And
explanations. You don't need nothing. You need to just go.
it's easier said
Yes.
than done. I
It
completely get it.
is.
But it's
Mm-mm.
like you have to literally purge that person from your system. Delete the pictures, the fucking gifts, all that shit. Like if that is a trigger for you to make you want to reach out to this person, then you got to get rid of all that shit. You just got to
Yep.
get it out your
Every
system.
single
Because
thing.
as long as they
Every
have
single thing.
one little piece of string hanging from your shirt, they're going to hang on to that piece of shirt until the fucking the thread
Until the
just
thread is
keep
done. And
Yep.
people
you got
be like, "Oh, I'm not going through my social media and deleting that." Listen, I'm deleting everything.
Yeah.
listen. You
Delete.
gotta be the
Delete
one
Facebook
all that
brings up a
shit.
memory,
Yep.
right
delete. That shit is deleted.
because you know
Delete it.
that he's not the person that's gonna do it. You gotta be the one with the scissors to clip that motherfucker off and let him laying in the street. Like I don't want to deal with it. Like I had the visual in my head. You know I
Laying
did.
in
Me
the
too.
street.
That's
Just
why I'm
lay in the
laughing.
street. But for real, it's kind of like you have to be like to hell with you and what you have going on moving forward. Like no, you don't want to wish death or hurt or harm on nobody, but it's just like you have to convince yourself that you don't care. And pretty
Right.
soon your heart gonna catch up to your head. Cause that's where a sister's at right now. I don't care. You can't call me for nothing. Nothing. I don't care. I don't care.
I feel like sometimes we just like everything Tam said. It might as well have been me saying it. Like ain't nobody fucking with me. Like I'm literally like Ricky Bobby said. I'm the best there is. I wake up every morning. I piss excellence. Can't nobody hang with my stuff. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes the things that someone else does can make you forget that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? As self-centered and obnoxious as I am, sometimes I forget, bitch, I'm Treese. Like
Hmm.
sometimes I
Yeah.
forget that shit. Like even the fabulous Treese forgets sometimes because of some shit that some punk ass nigga did. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
Yeah.
just like, how the fuck did I get here? Like how did I
Right.
get here?
But that should be your fuel. The fact that you know you the shit. The fact that you know what you bring to the table. The fact that you know that any other man would be lucky to have you. Someone out there would be lucky to have you.
But
Blessed,
you know
not
what the
lucky,
thing that fucks with
blessed to
me? I'm
have
gonna
you.
tell you, like, we gonna keep it 100, right? The thing that fucks with me is I have the table. I am the table, right? I just want you to pull up a chair and sit in that motherfucker. Why don't nobody want to sit at my table? Like men
No,
be
no,
so
it's not that. It's
consumed.
why is it
Intimidation.
not the one you want to sit at the table, sitting at the table?
You know what?
Because
It
niggas
ain't
will
that
pull up to the
because
table.
I
Ain't
nah
people pull up
listen,
to the
if
table?
it ain't a motherfucker that I don't want at my table, we ain't gonna be on my goddamn table. Like, listen here, get your ugly ass up out my face. Like that's not
That
happening.
shit, not ugly.
Like, yeah, again, the fabulous trees here. But like they don't stay. Like I gotta, or they want to stay, but they be like doing shit, like dropping food on the floor and letting dogs come and eat my food. Like you be letting dogs come and eat my food, nigga. I don't like no animals in my fucking house, and you got this dirty bitch from the Bronx in
Dogs
my
are
shit,
bitches.
and I don't like that. Yeah, I
Mm.
said it. I'm
You
still
just
bitter
lost me,
about that.
so.
I am. Like
I was gonna say she having a flashback memory because
All
you
the
know
way.
how
we
you
talk
Yeah.
know
about
how like
dogs now.
yeah, because this bitch is a dirty fucking Puerto Rican dog. I said
Oh
it.
wow.
Like there's the one person that if I catch this bitch in the street any day, it's on sight. I promise you that. And I mean that. I mean that with my whole fucking soul. I have not let that go yet. I haven't. I will duff you the
Mm.
fuck out. And I mean that shit. And that's how fucked up some guy had me. That I'm still 5 years later bitter about the shit.
But you gotta let that go, right?
I know. I haven't.
You got
We
to.
being transparent, right? We being real about the shit,
We
right?
Yeah,
are.
you
We
have to
are.
though.
We
You have
being
to.
honest, right?
We are.
I have
Yeah.
not.
Absolutely.
I have moved on from the guy. I am in love with someone else who is fantastic and wonderful and magnificent and don't put me through nothing. I will still monkey stomp this bitch to this day.
Monkey
To this
stomp.
day.
I
Well,
mean,
since we keeping it going anyway,
yeah.
I just have one short small point that I wanted to hit. So we talked about, mourning the loss or whatever, but what are you doing right now to open yourself up to loving again? Or what did you do to open yourself up to loving again? Because even that soulmate or the person that you thought would be the one, the one that had your heart, your soul, everything, clearly they fuck up. Clearly they prove that they're not deserving of you. So what happens when the next opportunity comes, when somebody is presenting themselves to you as somebody who you should open up to or want to give your heart to? Are you allowing that person, or did you allow that person from the past to fuck up what you could possibly have? Or are you just like a deer caught in the headlights, like you don't know what to do, you don't know how to handle it? Or have you been, or are you completely open to it? Like me myself, I'm not looking for anything serious, but I am certainly at the point where if somebody pull up, how you doing? Like I'm not shut off from shit. Where it was a point where even when we were on a break or whatever have you, like I was so emotionally unavailable, I wouldn't allow myself to even entertain a conversation with somebody else. Even though we wasn't necessarily together at that point in time. And it was just like I couldn't even think of entertaining a conversation with somebody else because I was so emotionally closed off. But now I'm at a point where if I happen to meet somebody, I am 100%, 125% completely open to entertaining a conversation and letting somebody get to know me and appreciating me for the person that I am, and knowing and learning what I have to bring to the table and showing me that I'm worthy of being treated properly. So how do you guys handle, or how have you handled op- opening yourself up, opening your heart to love again?
Um, for me, I just had to be honest with self. I can't say that I want something, but I'm closed off. I'm shut down. I'm in my own way. So I had to get out my own way. I can't be like, oh, I want this fairy tale love and family and XYZ, but I'm not willing to do the necessary work for me to get there. So how can I say that I want something if I'm literally standing in my own way? So I just had to wake up and get the fuck out my way and say, if this is what you want, you got to open your heart, your mind, your body, your soul to it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You just got to do the shit. Like Tree said, you got to rip that shit off like a band aid. So if you want it, you got to go for that shit.
Yeah, no. I have a 680,000 foot brick wall in front of me, like onto my next situation based off of my last one. Um, I wasn't even looking for a relationship. I wasn't looking for nothing serious. I was just looking for a good time, like how I was prior to this motherfucker. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try a relationship. And that shit blew up in my face. I was like, nah, fuck relationships. I wasn't looking for love. I wasn't looking for any of that. So I would say it literally took me maybe 2 years plus for me to even tell him just a simple secret and just to see if he'll actually keep that to himself or he'll run and tell somebody else because we had a lot of mutual friends. Like it took me a long time for me to start taking my wall down brick by brick because this motherfucker fucked me up so bad over here. So I wasn't looking for shit. It found me. And then the only reason why I started taking it down brick by brick is because he showed me that like, and it's like I didn't even tell him about my past because I told y'all that's in like a prior episode. I don't talk about my past in my current relationships unless I have to. So he was just being himself, being authentic, being real. And I just had to take a step back and realize like he doesn't act like any of the guys I've ever even gave a time of day to. So that actually kind of helped me like, okay, well, let me just relax a bit and see if I can possibly open up to this person. But it took me a really, really long time for him to even tell him anything deep. Like that last person really fucked my shit up.
You gave him a chance eventually, and we'll
Mhm.
get you.
Yeah, took years.
Tam, what you gotta say, girl? You bat your eyelashes at me.
I hate you. That's
I
all I
love
want to
you.
say to
I
you.
love you, girl.
Um, um, it's hard, right? I was the person that was in a situationship for way too fucking long. Um, and as much as I was technically free to date, I didn't. I walked around this motherfucker like I was taken.
Mm,
I didn't want y'all.
emotionally
Y'all wasn't
unavailable.
him. Y'all wasn't him. Y'all ain't fucking with him. I'm good. I'm taking over here when I wasn't. Dumb as fuck. I be saying that it be like the smartest, dumbest motherfuckers, and I'm one of them. But anyway, it's hard turning that switch off, but um, I think it's like if trying to not repeat the whole definition of insanity and doing the same thing over and over and over again. And if you want something different, you got to try something different, do something different. So I feel like try to make a conscious effort to move forward, make a conscious effort to be open. I'm a person, I don't really like change. It kind of I'm uncomfortable, but I understand that being uncomfortable is going to get you what you want. You know what I'm saying? If you stay comfortable, you're staying complacent. That's not what I want, where I want to be. So I have to be uncomfortable in order to hopefully potentially get what I'm saying that I want. And if I'm not receiving what I want from this person, then I need to be open to receiving it from someone else if it's actually what I want. So I think for me, it's just a matter of being open, being honest about where I'm at, being also transparent with that person of where I'm at so they're aware. Um, and their expectations or whatever is no different than what I'm saying. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's up that person's decision whether they what they choose to do. But I think it's just me trying to or force myself, and then I have y'all to allow me to be open to allow people, persons in that's going to show me something different than what I've had, but I'm saying that I want. So it's hard. You know what I'm saying? It's hard because like Shell, I have a guard up, I have a wall up. Um, takes a minute for me to trust people in general, but I got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Cousin.
Um, so I'm a hopeless romantic, right? Damn, I'm congested because the nigga was about to cry.
Girl.
But I'm a hopeless romantic, so I guess I'm the girl who will always. I told you I'm obsessed with love. I'm literally obsessed with it. I will always leave my heart open for love because I believe. And I'm about to fucking cry again, but I believe deep in my heart that there is, and maybe I have it right now. You know, I hope I have it right now. I would love to have it right now. Um, but I believe that the love that I have been longing for my whole life is out there. Like no matter what fucked up situation I end up in or come out of or whatever, I've never, ever, 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 ever shut myself off to love. And I never will because it is the one thing that I actually believe in. Besides myself, I believe in me all day, every day. But I believe in love. I believe in love so much. You know what I'm saying? And I've never made the last guy or the next guy pay for the sins of the last guy. I've never done that.
That's
And
important.
I think that's why I've been able to, you know, continue on this journey to find the one. Cause I am like some people, oh, I'm not looking for love. Bitch, I'm looking. I want to find that. I want it. I want it. Okay. I
She
want
said,
it.
"I'll share."
I want to find it. All right. I want that. Okay.
All
For
right.
real. So yeah, so I've just always, 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 always remained open because again, I believe in love.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm tired of fighting. And I
Mm.
feel like a part of me is fighting to not lose that. Like I'm similar to Streets. Like I believe in love. I love love. I love the feeling of being in love. I fucking love it. And I'm fighting because I refuse to let a motherfucker who didn't deserve my love make me stop believing in love. It's like I refuse. And even though they kind of, I ain't gonna say they winning, but sometimes it be hard. So it might seem like they winning, but I'm like, I'm not gonna let them win. I'm not gonna let them change me. I'm not gonna let them change my heart. Like I still love.
Exactly.
I'm
Exactly.
still, my heart is still the same, but yes, I put, I guess like extra bolt and lock and key and security systems and alarms and lasers and shit across my heart because I'm trying to protect it, but it's there. And I really don't want to allow someone who is undeserving to change that. I don't deserve that. The person that I'm meant to be with does not deserve that. And whomever I end up with, again, I'm dope as fuck. They deserve all of this dopeness. You know what I'm saying? Not to be restricted or whatever because of the last person or because, I'm still hurting or because I don't believe as much. Nah, like
Mhm.
I believe in love. Like I love love and I want that with, what I'm saying, with someone. So I don't, I'm like fighting as tired as I am, because Lord knows I'm fucking tired of fighting. But as tired as I am, I'm like, I'm fighting to not lose that. And I feel like that's part of my internal battle of my healing is to not lose me, not lose that sense of me that makes me so fucking special. That part of me that made that person fall in love with me. I don't want to lose that because
See, I
that
don't know
person
if that makes
can
me
take
stupid
care
or
of that.
what because I'm just willing to I'm always willing. Like, yeah,
No,
let's
like shit, it's a gift. Yeah, like I swear it's a gift. And it's like I said,
And a
I'm
curse.
fighting to not be. I mean, I don't even know if I would say it's a curse because again, the new person is not that other person. Until they prove you otherwise, why aren't they deserving of, you just being like,
exactly.
here I am.
Which is like I said, why I
You
will
know what I'm saying?
never
So
make
it's
the
like I
last
don't
guy
know if
pay
I
for the
would.
sins of the other guy.
Yeah, I don't know if I would consider it a curse because I feel like you're only going to do yourself this just disservice if you don't. You're only going to set yourself up or limit yourself or block your own blessing if you aren't that way. But
I mean,
again, it's a fight for
it might.
me,
This
not
might
you,
sound
but for
like shitty
me.
advice, It might sound like shitty advice, but let that shit be your motivation. Let it, it's kind of petty, but y'all know I'm petty as fuck.
I'm about to
Like,
say, what's new?
okay, but let that be your motivation. Like the fact that you are, you can show this person, I can cut you the fuck off, and you can kiss my ass for the rest of my life, and then I'm gonna go find somebody who is 100% willing to give me everything that I ask and more, flowers every month and shit like that. Like, listen, let
The
that be your
subscriptions are
motivation.
dope.
Listen, cause like let it be on some nana boo boo shit. Like, nigga, he sees my value, he sees my worth, and you didn't, and now he's gonna get the very same thing that you fell in love with me for, but he's gonna get it to another level because he's reciprocating.
Yep.
Let
Mhm.
that petty petty shit be your motivation. I support it. God damn it,
Mm-hmm. Here, here.
100%. Because shit like me being happy anyway, that shit makes me feel amazing. Especially when I know that you aren't, and you could have been rocking and rolling in this journey of happiness with me, but you chose otherwise. That don't got shit to do with me no more. I'm gonna keep smiling with my teeth getting
Keep
straight and shit out in
smiling.
these streets.
Keep
Come
I'm gonna
on,
keep
smiling.
smiling.
Invisibles.
It
No.
just it is what it is. Here she goes singing. But we done went
For
almost
sure.
2 damn hours, so we can already wrap this up. But
Where's the collection plate? Hold on.
listen, we need collection plate, the tissues, the prayer cloth, all that stuff tonight. But I appreciate y'all for being transparent and, you know, letting our listeners and our viewers get a real ass moment. Cause
Don't get it
listen,
twisted. I'm a fucking thug, okay?
we listen
Don't let the teardrop fool you,
at all. Cause we
okay?
I'll
dressing all
deck you
black
when
like
I'm
the Omen.
crying.
Fuck shit up.
Okay. Shit.
Crying
Y'all
is what you
on my
don't
ass.
want me to do.
Shit.
I'll knock it the fuck out while I'm crying. It's okay.
Because when the tears come, that's a whole
That's
nother story.
anyway. What are your final thoughts before we wrap this up? I'm pretty sure this is going to be a
Hit
two-parter, but
rewind. That's my final thought. Like, listen to it again because this is a lot.
my final thought basically is don't let another motherfucker ever in life make you feel like you ain't shit
Never again.
when it comes to how you love them and why you love them and why you feel like they don't love you back. Like, never put yourself in a situation where you're giving everything you got and you're not getting nothing in return,
Hmm.
and you realize that shit and you're too in love, and I'm putting it in air quotes because it's just like something got to give. Like, you have to turn your switch from heart to head. And I know it's hard, and I've been through it, and I've been dumb and ridiculous and all that stuff. But when you get to the point where it's you gotta care for yourself more than you care for another motherfucker, choose yourself. Period.
Mm-hmm.
My final thought would be to always put yourself first. G check yourself every single day, whether you're in a relationship or not, and just constantly remind yourself of who you are and what you are capable of. Don't let no one manipulate you into thinking that you're anything else. Check yourself. Like, always put yourself first in any way possible. That's all I got.
So that wasn't my real final thought. But so I would just say be open, listen to the ones that love you, but to the ones that love you, also tread lightly. Um, love can be a beautiful thing when it's handled correctly, when it's seen correctly, when it's dealt correctly. Don't be afraid of it. It's a beautiful nightmare, but be willing to to accept it. just live in the openness. Don't be in that corner. Don't don't take out what somebody did to you in the past on the next person and the person after that, because you're never going to get what you're looking for. So if you're actually looking for love and you want love, be open and willing to accept love.
Amen.
Amen.
Cause of
You want me to go
rocking like
first?
she
Mother
in
of
the
the
front row.
church,
Okay, she
All
rocking
right,
like
so
she
you
in
want me
the
to go
front
first?
pew.
she in the first pew with the burgundy carpet.
I'm um I'm I'm hurt, you know, because sometimes I feel like the thing I love so much don't fucking love me. Like
Mm.
I love love. If y'all don't know shit else about me, just know that. I love love. And sometimes I feel that motherfucker don't love me. And it's hard to live every day feeling the way that you feel and hoping for the thing that you hope for and not getting it. But it's like the same rules that you apply to business, you can apply to love, you know, like you keep going because you can get 1,000 no's and that one yes is all you need, right? And there's a quote by Emily Dickinson. I'm gonna fuck it up, but it's like hope is the thing within the soul, or hope is the thing with wings that perches within the soul and sings the tune without words and never stops at all. And that's just how I feel about love. Like I'm gonna keep on singing my fucking song. I'm never ever 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 gonna stop. Love gonna
That's
find
good.
me. Love gonna find me. And you know if it has found me, like I'm not gonna say I have up a wall now because I don't. But there are things that I do remain reserved about because I'm not fucking married to nobody. So there will be some things that I'm reserved about until I get married. Period. You know, he don't like it, but it is what it is. Um, but when that day comes, whether it's him or somebody else, you know, I know, I know, I know in my whole heart that it's gonna be the most beautiful fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? And I've waited 30 something years for it, 40, whatever, however old I am when it happens, because it's gonna happen before I get up out of here. It might happen the day before I get up out of here, but it's gonna happen before I go. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So I guess my final thought would be no matter what, if you do believe, don't stop.
Mm.
Don't let nobody harden your heart to the point where you stop loving, where you stop believing in love. Don't let nobody take that from you because it's a beautiful thing. It is. And it feels good. It feels good. And I let love permeate everything I do. I let love rule everything that I do. And I think that's why, even if it's not romantically, I'm loved like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like I got so many people who love me, and I feel like it's because I move in love in everything that I do. So again, I say if you believe in love, because everybody don't believe in love, but if you do, don't let that shit stop, son. Don't ever, ever, ever let nobody take that from you. Nobody's punk ass son or daughter, if that's how you give it up. Don't let nobody's punk ass child take that part from you. Cause it's the most genuine piece of you that you got. Fuck out of here.
Well, shit, I should let her. I should went first. I feel like we can just close it right there. Shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, really quickly, and it's gonna go into my final thought. But real quick, we talked on fuck. What did we talk on? Shit. Brain fart. That don't make no fucking sense, y'all. I'm old. Oh, we talked on saving people. I saw. I don't know if I heard it, whatever, but it was a saying that was like, as much as you try to save someone, you are getting in the way of God trying to teach a person their lesson. I'm fucking it
Mhm.
up, but that's basically what the gist of it. So like, as much as I kept trying to save someone, I was getting in the way of God teaching them, allowing them to fall so they can actually learn, so they can actually either, get whatever lesson he was trying to give them. But I kept getting in the fucking way, and that was not my place to do so. If you, God, universe, whatever you believe in. But so don't. It's not your job. It's not your burden to carry. It's not on you. Be there for whoever you need to be there for, but it's not your job to save someone. Leave that to that person, whoever the higher power that they seek. But final thought, I feel like the hardest part in letting go for me is the part about forgiving yourself. Um, don't blame yourself or be hard on yourself for loving someone the way that you do.
Mm-hmm.
They needed that.
Mm.
And I've come to realize and learn that some shit is not for you. It's for that other
Wasn't
person.
even for me.
And that whole people are in your life for reasons, seasons, lifetimes. You might have been in that person's life because they had a reason, not you. It may not have been anything for you to learn, for you to gain. As much as it hurt you, it was for them. And you kind of have to come to grips with the fact that that person needed what I gave them at the time. That person needed, the love that I was able to give them that they weren't getting from anybody else. God put me in this, or the universe put me in this person's place, or, vision, sight, whatever, because they needed me. And so for that reason, don't be so hard on yourself or beat yourself up because you gave that person a part of you. You still have it. You all you did was share it with that person. You shared a piece of
Still
you with that
yours.
person that they needed, that you felt that they deserved. And even if you feel like, your vibe, or what's the fucking word I'm looking for? I don't know. When you your character, like you see somebody's character, you have a good, whatever the fucking word I'm looking for, I can't say it. But you felt like that person deserved that part of you at that time. And they probably did. So don't beat yourself up for that. Forgive yourself that, and understand that you were able to do something that someone else could not. It was put on you to do, and you shouldn't feel bad. You shouldn't beat yourself up. You shouldn't blame yourself. You shouldn't feel stupid. And as much as I be feeling stupid sometimes still, I shouldn't. I shouldn't, because like I said, and I'm gonna keep saying it, I'm dope as fuck. So I shouldn't feel stupid because I allowed someone to experience that. Everyone should fucking experience that. And you lucky that you got to fucking experience that.
Mhm.
So I'm not going to, I'm gonna try my hardest and my best to not beat myself up, because you welcome
Okay.
at
That
the end of
part.
the day.
Period. All right, y'all. We done been on here for way too long, but as always, we thank you for listening. Make sure you like, share, follow, comment, text, email, everything at We Kinda Old. The phone number is 404.
404-795-6000.
Yes, that's the phone number if you want to text us about the episode. If you want to give us your feedback on this episode, you can text us. You can email us at we kind of old at gmail.com. Visit www.wekindaold.com. If you want to check out the site, you can also listen to episodes, donate to the collection plate, and just get into everything that
Subscribe
we
to
have.
us wherever you can subscribe to us,
Absolutely.
son.
YouTube. If you're watching us, you're watching us on YouTube. And if you're not subscribed, then I don't know what your problem is. Maybe
Yeah,
you need
Hit
to
the
get
button,
slacking.
help.
subscribe button, son. That ass.
Hit the
Subscribe
button.
to us on
Absolutely.
Apple. Subscribe to us on Spotify. Subscribe.
Yes. And if you are an Apple Podcast listener, please rate and review. We like to read your reviews and get your feedbacks on the
Yes.
episode. So again, thank you. We love you guys. And y'all have a good one. Take care of your heart. And don't be afraid of love again. It feels good when it's right.
It does.
Well,
It
peace,
does.
y'all.
Bye, y'all.
We kinda old.